So you've got AI agents out there, right? They're having literally thousands of conversations across your business. But let's be honest, do you really know what they're saying or how they're performing? Or, where the risks might be hiding? Today, we're going to dive into how to take your AI from a mysterious black box and turn it into a fully transparent control room.
So yeah, I've got to ask you directly, is your AI a black box? You launched it, it's out there interacting with customers, but when someone asks you for a specific conversation log or questions its performance, do you have a clear, immediate answer? For a lot of folks, the honest answer is, not really.
And that right there is the core problem, what we're calling the AI black box. It's this weird feeling of having a whole team of employees that you can't actually see or hear.
And this lack of visibility, well, it creates a whole host of problems. I mean, on one hand, you're just not sure how well it's performing, and you can't spot any trends. But on the other hand, you've got these hidden compliance risks lurking, and just a general feeling that you're not in control. It's really a recipe for inefficiency.
But what if you could just completely flip that script? Let's talk about the solution, creating your very own centralized control room. By using a platform like Raia for monitoring and reporting, we can turn that black box into a glass box.
So let's be super clear about what we mean here. Monitoring and reporting, it isn't just some nice-to-have feature. It's the absolute backbone of any serious AI deployment. It is the foundation for maintaining total clarity and control over every single user interaction, period.
And that's the whole point, right? To take all that messy, multi-channel complexity and just distill it down into simple clarity, all seen from a single dashboard. That's the promise.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. First up, seeing the full picture. How does a platform like Raia actually deliver on that promise of total conversation visibility?
Well, it all starts by unifying every single one of your channels. I don't care if a conversation happens over SMS, your website's live chat, email, a voice call, or even through an API, Raia pulls every message into one single consolidated record. So you can stop jumping between 5 different platforms just to piece together a customer's journey.
And think of it this way. This isn't just some boring log file. Each interaction is structured as a clear narrative thread. You see the user's message, the agent's response, all the critical metadata. It's like reading a story, which makes it incredibly easy to follow along.
But here's the really cool part. This isn't just about looking back at what happened yesterday. You can literally watch these interactions happen in real time. Imagine seeing a spike in support queries about a specific issue as it's happening. This lets you be proactive, not just reactive. It's a game changer.
Okay, so seeing the conversations is huge. That's step one, but truly understanding them, that's a whole other level. This next part is all about turning that raw data into something you can actually use.
And we do that by tracking the key performance indicators, the KPIs that actually matter. We're talking about things like response times, how long conversations are, and user satisfaction scores. This kind of data pinpoints exactly where your agents are crushing it and where they might need a little more training. Just take a look at this chart for a second. This is a perfect example. You can instantly visualize your peak interaction times. I mean, knowing that your traffic surges at 2 p.m. helps you manage resources, plan for human handoffs, and just generally refine your agent's skills for those high-volume periods.
And it's the same idea right here with this donut chart. It gives you that high-level, at-a-glance overview of where your conversations are actually happening. If you see that, say, 70% of your interactions are on live chat, you know exactly where to focus your optimization efforts. It's simple, it's visual, and it's incredibly powerful.
Now, all of this, the visibility, the data, it all leads to the ultimate payoff for any business, building unbreakable trust. We're talking about creating real confidence, both internally with your stakeholders and externally with your users.
And this trust is really built on 2 key pillars. First, for compliance, you need a perfect audit trail, an unchangeable, time-stamped record of every single conversation. And second, you need really fine-grained access control to make sure only the right people can see sensitive data, which is absolutely crucial for protecting user privacy.
So we've got visibility, we've got the metrics, and we have trust. But the real magic, the crucial point, is how this all connects together to create a self-improving system.
It creates what we call a virtuous cycle of improvement. It all starts when you gain full visibility. That gives you the data you need to drive optimization. When you continuously optimize, you ensure quality because you can catch issues fast. And when you can prove that quality with hard data, you build unwavering trust with your stakeholders. You see, each step literally feeds the next. And that is the ultimate transformation we're talking about. With the right monitoring and reporting, your AI shifts from being a potential risk or this unknown liability into what it was always meant to be, a transparent, controllable, and continuously improving asset for your organization.
So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. Your AI is out there right now having thousands and thousands of conversations on behalf of your brand. The only question is, are you ready to finally listen in and take control?